Hey guys, I'm jumping right into today's recording because I am recording a little bit differently on a new mic. So if it sounds weird, that is why. But I'm hoping this audio turns out good. If you hear any background noise, I'm at my house. So mainly just because the last few days have been wild, honestly. So I'm hoping that this week is better. Honestly, this week has already been better with work. So I don't see that being a problem. But let's just get right into my weekly update this week. Where to begin? I feel like every day I'm like, not every day, but every recording I'm like, life is lifing, life is crazy. And it's always something else. It's always something new. But this past Saturday, my niece had an incident and I was not in town. That kind of threw the weekend for a loop. Sunday, I came back. I was going to record on Saturday, but I woke up with a killer headache because of this crazy ass weather. Sunday, I went to Fayetteville. I came back and I went to the mall. And then I was just exhausted by the time I got home. But yeah, so today's Monday. So I'm recording on a Monday, which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't like. I think the main thing that I do like about it is that I feel like it gives me an actual week of like updates and things to tell you guys. Because sometimes when I'm like, okay, the new episode is like recorded on one day and then I record like sooner, to give myself more time to edit it. I'm like, nothing has happened. I have no update for anyone. But yeah, so that's just what's been going on. What else for the weekly update today? I am starting a 21-day challenge today. I'm going to call it like a 30-day challenge because I don't know why I don't like 21. And no longer, people used to always say it takes 21 days to create a habit. No, I think now they say it takes like 90 full days to create an actual habit. But the main thing I wanted to do on my 21-day challenge is read every day. That is the goal. So I'm going to read tonight before I go to bed. That's my favorite time to read because it helps me fall asleep. So I'm going to read. I don't know yet. If anyone has any book recommendations, especially if you use like Kindle Unlimited, please pass them along. I have been in a reading slump because I don't know what to read. I just read, what was that last book I just read? It was called Run on Red. That shit was fucking crazy. When I tell you it gets you from like page 10 all the way into the end, like at no point did I really know how it was going to end. Like, it was just insane. So that is a really good one that I just read, and it was short. So if you don't have the capacity for a full book, Run on Red is really good because it is technically considered a short story. I think it's like 100 and something pages, so not bad at all. It took me forever to finish it, and that's why part of my 21-day challenge was getting back into reading again because I've just been off my game. Side note, that's a really good book. But what else? I want to make sure I am posting some type of TikTok, Reel, Instagram, something for the podcast every day. And I have posted a TikTok and on the podcast Instagram today. So I'm doing fantastic. And then just to get back into eating healthier, I was doing super well, like healthy breakfast, salads every day for lunch, kombucha at night. Like I was doing really well. But my routine just got thrown off somewhere. I don't know where that was, but I'm getting back into it. And so one of my friends is doing a 21-day challenge, way more strict than what I'm doing. Like his is intense and mine's not going to be that intense because I would go crazy. So I was like, you know what? There's some habits. I want to get back into it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be on here with you. I've been thinking, so now that I'm doing the 21-day challenge, I'm like, okay, I need a whiteboard so I can plan things out, plan content. I think I will be like 10 times more productive if I have a desk. So that's the plan. We're getting a desk. But that will come like within the next couple weeks. So I'm going to do a desk, whiteboard, and really get to it because like I think I said this in my last podcast, I want to end out this year on a really good note because I have lots and lots and lots of plans for next year. So that is the plan. We will see how it goes. I'm doing fingers crossed. I feel like sometimes with plans and ideas and goals, we just do too much too soon. And that's why they never happen. So hoping for the best. But that's my 21-day challenge. If anyone wants to join me, please let me know. We can make it a whole thing. And I think it's sometimes good to just reset and like make yourself a couple like short-term goals. Like I want to read every day for 21 days. I don't think that that's that hard. So we'll see. I'll update in 21 days. That's 3 weeks from now. So I'll let you guys know 3 Wednesdays from now how it's going. And I'll probably just keep going. I said 30 days, but like I'll update in 21 days, but the goal is to go 30 days. So let's get in to our trending topic. So this week, you should know what I'm going to talk about. Honestly, well, if you saw the title, then you do know what this trending topic is about. Love is Blind is back. Season 5 is back. And I just want to hit some high points, and then I do want to talk about the Love is Blind lawsuit, because I think that is really important to understand this season 2 as well. Let's get into it. Let's just jump right in. First things first, I'm kind of just going to go like person by person. Well, I'm going to try to. First couple up will be Izzy and Stacy. Oh, this is what I was going to say. If you do not want to hear any spoilers, if you have not been updated, I'm recording this on Monday, October 2nd. So I don't know when the next new batch of episodes come out. I don't think they come out to the end of this week. But if you have not been caught up to episode 7, I think it is, leave now, okay? Or go till, I don't know, I'm probably going to talk about this for like 10 minutes. So just fast forward 10 minutes, and I promise I will not be talking about any spoilers in the next 10 minutes, okay? I'm going to time myself to make sure of that. So, Stacy and Izzy. I feel like this is a lost thought, and I think a lot of people have pointed this out, that they just are not asking the right questions in the pods. So, I found out you have 7 days. 7 days of basically like non-stop recording while they're in the pods, and I feel like I get Love is Blind, okay? You don't see this person. But there are main principles and main like morals. Like for me, it would definitely be like morals, your political beliefs, stuff like that, they're just not blind for me, okay? You can be the funniest, coolest guy behind a wall, but if you're transphobic, then I don't care, okay? Those things are not blind for me. Stacy. Money is not blind for her. Money means a lot to her. Her dad clearly has money. She clearly has money. Like, she was driving to her house in a Mercedes, and there was a Mercedes in the garage. She has said about how she has dated lots of wealthy older men. Then why did you go on Love is Blind? I don't think that was the show for you. And I will say, I feel like this context is getting lost in a lot of what people are talking about. But Izzy has said openly about what he has gone through as a kid, how he was a Jehovah's Witness, They have 2 completely different upbringings, and I think that is being lost on Stacy as well. Like, I get it. Her granddad's house was foreclosured on. I understand all that. Like, your dad has worked his ass off to have the life that he has given you and your sisters. Izzy does not come from that. So I'm not saying like, okay, you can be 29 and just like, at this point, he ain't got no job. So I'm not saying like you can't not have your shit together at a certain age, but you can't, like, her dad was talking about how they went to Paris and they had a full suitcase just as shoes. Like, not everyone is growing up with the same set of circumstances, and I'm so happy that Stacy was afforded that as a kid and now as an adult, because her dad was basically straight up like, if you can't take care of it, it falls on me. So I'm so lucky that she has parents like that. I think some grace needs to be given, especially if you decide to sit in the pods and be the cool girl, haha, hee hee the whole time. Girl, you should have been like, what do you do for work and what does your bank account look like? Because obviously that is what's important to you. I don't get it. Love is Blind means looks, y'all. If you like men with money or like a man with a good stable job, then maybe that is what you should have looked for in the pods. I don't know. And there was men in there with good jobs. Uchi is okay. Side note, I need someone to write me back and say this. Maybe because I tune out a lot of it. Is it Uchi or Uche? I don't know. He has a good job. He got a nice house. Milton got a good job. He making 6 figures. You could have found someone who got a good job in there. But instead you found a sales associate. So I'm so sorry, girl. But who's next? Oh wait, no. What I gotta say is I didn't like the way she was coming about Izzy about them paper plates. Now I have glass plates in my cabinet, but I also got some plastic plates from Target that were like 50 cents. If a man getting fed, and he getting fed on them plastic plates, I don't care. That's not disrespectful. I hate it for you, girl. I get it, have high standards. I love that she has high standards, but not too much on them damn plastic plates. I'm gonna use Izzy as a segue into Johnny. I feel like Izzy and Johnny could have worked, because I feel like Johnny definitely give sugar mama vibes. Like, I feel like Izzy was looking for a come up in Stacy and didn't find it because she's like, mama, baby was raised better than that, okay? I feel like he could have got that from Johnny. And I feel like now, like, the confrontation at the little party thing in the last episode, I think that was episode 7, was giving you salty. Because if you turned Johnny down, Johnny was very upfront, honest, having a very deep conversation with you, and you shut down. You turned Johnny down. Why are you now mad that her and Chris are back together? It doesn't matter if you're, and I feel like Stacey was trying to get at this. If you are so happy with me, why does it matter? Why does what Johnny got going on even matter? It's just given staged. And you know what else was given staged? Lydia and Uche. I think it's Uche. I should start recording and find out, but I don't care that much. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be fucking that up this whole podcast episode. I swear, because I just tuned him out because I don't like him. Ever since, I was excited for him at first, but then when Aaliyah started talking about how she had cheated in the past and he started scolding her like that was his damn daughter, that's when I started tuning him out. And I just... I don't got nothing else to say. Because why? Because at this point, it sounds like you more mad than the dude that got cheated on. Well, he didn't know. I mean, now he know if he watched Love is Blind, but he didn't know. So now it's giving you mad for him, and I don't know why. Actually, we do know why. Because he a cheater too. Because Lydia spilled the beans talking about you mad at Aaliyah, but you cheated on me. But that's how much but I'm really dissecting the whole season. That's not what I came here for, but I gotta get my thoughts out. I've been giving y'all my thoughts on everything else. I gotta give y'all my thoughts on this. I made a TikTok about this. I'm not excusing all the crazy ass shit Lydia did. I'm really not. But I feel like Uche, it's Uche, okay? Uche is the type of man drive a woman to that point. He is that type of man to drive a woman to that point, because ain't no way. I'm a firm believer if a woman is crazy, you have done some shit to make her crazy. I feel like he went to that party with his little receipts, I'm using quotation marks, purposely embarrass Lydia. I feel like Uche gets a lot of satisfaction of embarrassing women, talking down to women, making women look stupid, feel stupid, and I don't like that. I do not like that. I think he knows what he's doing in the way he talks to women, and he's doing it on purpose. And like I said, I just don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy the way he talks to women. Lydia is crazy as hell, but you don't need to talk to me like that. And I'm so mad that Lydia did not read the social cue when Milton came over and was like, we gotta go in 10 minutes. He's trying to give you an out, baby. Get up and be like, yeah, my man said I gotta go. Okay? You don't want Uche? When real man come over and say, we gotta leave? Yeah, we gotta leave. Because Uche is trying to embarrass you, girl. That's it. That's so it. And I hate it because I know Nick and Vanessa are not going to be asking the right questions on the reunion. And we're not going to get answers for a lot of stuff until people start posting TikToks and, all the podcast deals. Because Nick and Vanessa do a terrible job every season hosting the reunions. That's just my 2 cents. Yeah, that's enough for me. Lydia and Milton. Lydia just wanted to be picked, and Milton was gullible enough to pick her. Like, Milton, you 24 making 6 figures. You see how he had a stack of ones in the room, bro. Like, you too young to be on Love is Blind. I need Love is Blind 30 plus. Why are you 24 on Love is Blind? Love isn't blind. You just not old enough to have met enough people yet in your life. Oh, God. That's like on the ultimatum when there was like that two young couple. Like, why are y'all on here? Y'all are too damn young to be on these shows. I'm telling you, next season, I'll give it this. Next season, 27 and up. Okay? On Love is Blind. Milton. Just give it some time, baby. You just got out of school. Just give it some time. You making 6 figures. You live in Houston, Texas. You a decent, good looking dude. It look like you come from a good family from the previews of next episode. Bro, you don't need Love is Blind. You don't need it. Last couple, because I'm going to get a little heated about this one. Taylor and JP. Someone need to check JP's arrest records. I know he was in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. Someone needs to check it. Someone needs to verify how the hell did he get on this show. Y'all need to vet that man. When Stacey said JP is a good old boy, we know what she meant by that, okay? We see you. We see you. Stacey one of those only Republican because her daddy got money type of Republicans. So she knew. She knew what was up. She knew. That's a good old boy, okay? We all know what that means. So, Taylor, you dodged a bullet, basically. I fully believe with the JP and Taylor situation, he just wanted to know how much he could control her. That was gonna happen regardless. Taylor could have came out there with no fucking makeup on, and it would have happened regardless. Taylor... Now I'm getting hyped. When I start messing up names, that's when you know I'm getting hyped. JP wanted to know if I throw this bullshit at her, okay? And she is fully apologetic. Oh my God, I'll try better. I'll do better. I won't wear makeup. Light bulb went off. He said, okay, if I can get her to do this, I can get her to do anything. That was just a tactic. That's classic narcissist behavior. Okay, let me shut down, clothes off, make this girl feel like she's going fucking crazy. You made this girl feel like she was going fucking crazy. Once you finally tell her an issue, you want to see if she's going to just comply and be like, okay, I'm sorry. He wanted to see what he could get. And you can tell, because Taylor said in the beginning of the season, like, she really didn't have a lot of self-love and she's been doing a lot of work. You can tell that girl has been to therapy, because she was like, no, I'm not doing this. And she shut it down. And that's exactly what she should have done. I really wish Taylor and JP would have been at the dinner or get together everybody have. Because when that one other good old boy dude was like, oh, that's Captain America, I want my daughter. I wish Taylor would have been there to step in and be like, no, that man's a fucking loser. Okay. Because that was annoying. I don't like that. I think it all makes sense too, because the second part of what I want to talk about is the Love is Blind lawsuit that's going on right now. So one of the previous cast members from season 3, it's either season 4 or season 3, is suing the production company for Love is Blind over poor work conditions. So they get paid $7.14 an hour. They get paid minimum wage. They work like 20-hour days. Feed them alcohol and no food. Like, food was very sporadic. So the famous scene that everyone, like, that really got viral was when the one girl gets sick when they're in Mexico. And so she doesn't go to like the little party where you get to meet all the couples. And so her dude's there. He has a good time. He finally goes back, and he says that basically production pulled him aside and was like, oh, she's not mic'd, so sit really close to her and talk about the party. This girl had a full-on panic attack in a closet by herself, and they did not tell him this. So he goes in blind. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna talk about this party. And so she starts freaking out and like getting angry, and he's confused by it, but so he gets up and walks away. He didn't know until like completely afterwards that she had a full-blown panic attack. Like, he was like, no one told me that. And I'm like, what conditions are these people in for her to be having a panic attack in Mexico? And I get it, everyone has like their own like mental health, but even I think to tie this back to the Aaliyah and Uche situation, when she decides to leave and he's like freaking out, I think it's so much more than just, oh, I had to be in a room with Lydia. She didn't want to do that. He came out on his Instagram story like yesterday and basically was like talking about how the scene with him and Aaliyah at the lunch place after everyone's back is like a production bit, like basically saying like, that's not how it went down. We actually shared our first kiss. Like, we had a good, he was like that. He's like, that is post-production editing. Like, that's not how that lunch went. And so for me, I completely understand where Aaliyah went home, because there had already been drama about the Lydia and Uche situation. So I do 100% believe that production would have stuck them together to create more drama, and Aaliyah wasn't having it. So I completely understand it. I get where Uche's coming from. No, you know what I will say? I do get when people are like, well, she could have left a note. But if your issue is with like, oh, production is going to put us together purposely to stir up shit, then I guess, yeah, I'm just trying to get the heck out of Dodge. So it's like, I get it. Okay. I would have left too. But all that groveling she did afterwards, asking for him back, that's what I wouldn't have done. When he was sitting there on the phone with me after I left and he's basically yelling at me, yeah, no, click up, bye. Because I think for Aaliyah, it was more her protecting her mental health. And I think you could tell, like, I mean, personally, I could tell. I think it was more a whole thing of Love is Blind is so fucking draining on people. And I feel like production and Netflix tries to keep that from us. But I think people are finally starting to see it. Like, Love is Blind is draining. You are in and out of pods all damn day for 7 hours, and then you basically get flown to Mexico. You're stuck in a hotel room with someone you just met face to face. It is draining. I would have went home too, and she was 100% her right to go home. But apparently, if you end filming early, you can be fined up to $50,000. So I also think that's why she came back for the lunch, because why would she come back to go to lunch with a man who already said he don't want her? Yeah, the silence is everything. Like, I think Netflix definitely put that lunch together, and they did it on purpose. And I think Uche saying that that's not even how the lunch went down proves that Netflix and the production company be on some bullshit. So I don't know. I don't know where Love is Blind can go after this. I always say every single time I talk about Love is Blind, like when I make TikToks and stuff, there will never be another season 1. There will never be another Lauren and Cameron. It will never happen again. Lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice. Like, yes, there will be beautiful relationships that come out of it. They will stay together. Yes, of course. But it's never going to be another true experience because people have watched the show. People know what it is. What's their name? The 2 girls who have the podcast now. I know the one girl's name is Natalie. I can't remember the other girl's name. Natalie was engaged to Shane. They just came out and they made $1 million after Love is Blind. So yeah, now after that interview, you'll never have a true, like, Love is Blind experience again. Like, it's just a cash grab for a lot of people. So, I don't know. That's just my take. It has been way more than 10 minutes, so if I did ruin something for you and spoil something, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put a spoiler alert on the graphic for this episode when I post it so y'all know, which I do try to do. But just so y'all know, there will be spoilers. So let's get right into the meat and potatoes of this episode. So today I am talking about my fall bucket list. So I'm just going to jump right into it because I talk a lot. So, number 1, I want to go to a pumpkin patch. I haven't been to a pumpkin patch in years and I need the whole 9 yards. So, I'm going to find the best of the best. So, I have joined like 2 pages where it's like Raleigh Friends Meetup, and then there's one that's like an all girls one. So many people are posting there about pumpkin patches, and I found a post today that was like, what are the best pumpkin patches in the area? Like, I need everything. I need the apple cider donuts. I need the corn maze. I need the full experience. Okay. I need a pumpkin patch. 2, my favorite, well, they're not my favorite. Let me not trip. One of my go-to podcasts to listen to is called Gals on the Go. They're really good if you like just passive, not really listening type of thing. They're a good podcast to listen to. Like, if you like a little bit more than background noise, okay? Like, you're going to listen, but you're not going to really listen. They're really good. They always talk about a fall mall day, or like outlet day, where they get up early, they put on a cute cozy outfit, they get the Starbucks, and they go to the mall and they just shop. And they have a full day of it, get lunch, all that. I need a fall mall day. Like, I want to wake up at 8 a.m. and go to the mall, or maybe an outlet shop, you know, something nice. Maybe somewhere I don't really go often. It makes me sad because I wish North Carolina had a Zara, but we don't, because I'm like, that would be a nice fall mall day to go to one for once. But I might hit a Nordstrom Rack, like a full experience where you get up early enough to where if you got to go a little far, you know, it's not a bad thing because traffic's okay. Like, I need the fall mall day. Like, I want to wear a pair of Uggs, okay, a crew neck, some comfy pants, and just shop until, like, what is it called, dusk, and you come home and it's cozy. Yes, that's what I want. 3 on my fall bucket list is I need a scary movie night. So my couch goes out into a bed. Like, I want to do that, get all the pillows, the popcorn, some wine, and watch scary movies. I said scary movies, but it'll probably just be one movie and then something funny, like a Hotel Transylvania afterwards, because I get easily scared and I gotta be able to go to sleep that night. So take scary movie with a grain of salt, because I'm a little scary. I don't know why, but I'm just a little scary. You know, I'm the type that, like, okay, I can watch a scary movie in the daylight, or I can watch a scary movie and then I gotta watch like Bob's Burgers afterwards, like even out, and I gotta probably fall asleep with the TV on. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's not pitch black, because then I'm gonna be seeing things in the corner that aren't really there, and I can't do that. 1, I'm not watching no scary movie about no possession, no nothing. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm not doing that. So don't ask. 2. This isn't 2. 4, farmer's market. Again, I need to wake up early on a crisp fall morning. Okay. I need to get the coffee. Our farmer's market has a breakfast place. I need to get breakfast. Okay. I need to get a pumpkin. I'm gonna get the pumpkin at the pumpkin patch. We'll get a coffee there, because our farmer's market also has a coffee shop now. We'll get breakfast. I want to get some flowers. Okay. Some fall veggies. Maybe make a soup when I get home. I need the fall farmer's market, because the farmer's market is cool in the summertime, but it's also hell. So, like, I need to get there early. I need to enjoy it, and then, like, maybe hit the park afterwards, or get a nice, like, October-ish beer somewhere at a local brewery. You know, I want to make the whole day of it. Okay? Find the perfect boot. You might think this is very random for fall bucket list, but it honestly means everything to me, okay? Because I got fat ass calves. This is the last fall winter that I'm going without a boot, okay? I need a boot. I need it to be black, square toe, a reasonable heel, okay? That's what I need. And it needs to be wide calf. 17 inches over here, okay? And it needs to be reasonably priced because I can't spend over $150 on a boot. I'm not doing it. It don't make no sense. I'm sorry. I think one thing I've realized in life about me is that I'm cheap. And that's okay. Okay? Because one thing I'm not going to do is complain about being broke, which I try not to do because that's not good juju. Okay? Don't complain about being broke. It's not good for your pockets. But one thing I'm not going to do is just splurge when I don't really see it necessary. And some people, actually everybody on the internet will tell you a good pair of boots is necessary. Splurge. Do it. But the thing is, my sense of style changes every year. These boots that I want right now will not be the boots that I want next year. So I can't do it. I just can't drop $150 on boots every season. It don't make no sense, okay? I'm not doing it. The last one I have on here, but then I have a couple more that I didn't put on the list, is an outside event. So I did find an outside event. It's next Friday and it's cool. It got like free tarot card readings. Like I'm definitely doing this. Okay. It's after I had to get off work, but I'm gonna make it happen. So I need an outside event. Okay. I've complained all summer about being too hot to be outside. So now that it's not hot, I need to be outside. Okay. I think it makes sense. Okay. I need a cute fall outfit and a fall drink. Okay. And a couple of food trucks, seasonal food trucks. If that's a thing. I need an outside event. My next one on my list, and I asked for this for my birthday, I need a new pair of Uggs. Okay? And I'm getting a new pair of black Uggs. Okay? I need to rein in the fall winter season with a new pair of Uggs. Okay? I feel like it's only necessary. Next on my fall bucket list, this is also something I asked for my birthday, because my birthday is in November, if you didn't know, is a camcorder. Okay? I feel like I need to be documenting more, and I feel like having a camcorder is so holiday. It just screams holidays. It just screams, we're at the pumpkin patch. Take a video of the kids. I don't have kids, but you get what I'm saying? It just screams, open your presents. So I need a camcorder for the fall. So I asked for that for my birthday. And then I think my biggest thing, and I have been thinking about this a lot lately, is that we put so much on going outside and having a good time in the summertime, but I feel like we never put that same emphasis on the fall or winter once it gets cold. Like, I feel like everyone's always wishing away until the next summer. And the beginning of this summer, I did a lot of things alone. I went and did what I wanted to do and just, really found myself in a lot of cool positions, a lot of cool adventures. And I feel like sometimes in the fall and winter time, I just go full hermit mode. And it's like the summer's not over episode I dropped, and it's like, that's probably why you have seasonal depression, because you're inside. Just get a jacket. Okay. That's another thing I didn't put on my fall bucket list, but I need a jacket this year. Okay. I never buy jackets. I've gotten a little bit better, but I never buy practical jackets for the wintertime. Like, why don't I have a leather jacket? Why don't I just have a regular black jacket? That's why you don't go out, because you ain't got no jackets. And I'm always like, I never wear jackets because you don't buy them. I also don't, as a bigger girl, I don't enjoy jackets. So yeah. And I also think another thing why I want to do a fall bucket list is I want to put a bunch of stuff on it that I can do this alone. Okay. Everyone always is like, fall, it's coven season, it's this and that. Who am I doing matching pajamas with? Y'all, you can do stuff alone. You can get your own self a pair of holiday pajamas. You do not need someone to do all this stuff with. Go do it alone. Go enjoy your own company. Please. You will be okay. I promise. So, yeah, that's my fall bucket list. And yeah, let's just get right into this week's song of the week. Y'all, I'm shocked because this episode's going to be a short one. After editing and stuff, this is going to be a short episode, but I really didn't have that much to talk about this week. My song of the week, and I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it. Don't say nothing about this artist, okay? Basically, Doja Cat just released a new album and it's bomb. It is so good. She did her big one with this new album. And my favorite song off of it right now is Shut Yo. So it's like when you say shut yo bitch ass up, that's basically what it is. Shut yo. So good. I don't want to hear about the stuff about demons and all that. Y'all restrict yourself to Western religion way too much. If you actually listen to the album, she's not saying nothing crazy, okay? And I think I get what Doja said about like fans just don't have any boundaries, and I think that's her biggest thing, and she talks about that a lot in this album. But also too, I don't know why, but like it just invokes some type of confidence. I think it's because you can tell Doja's now 100% sure of herself, and she knows who she is, and she's working on being the best version of herself, and so it does evoke a lot of confidence in you while you're listening to it. So I think it's a great album. You know where I'll add it. I'll add it to the playlist. It's ISTM podcast playlist on Apple and Spotify. So as always, I'm going to tell you guys where to find me. The Instagram is istm.podcast. My TikTok is just Deidra, so it's DEADRAAA. And that's my own personal Instagram too, but it's always listed below. I don't think I ever said this, but the links to the Instagram, my TikTok username, and the playlist are all below in the description. So I never say that, but that is in there. And yeah, it has been, it's not how I expect to record this week's podcast, but I hope it's been good. And I love you guys. Let me start there. I love you guys. I almost didn't say that. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.